Hey, I'm Andy Aledort. In this edition of In Deep, we will continue our look at using drone strings, drones on the range, something like that. And we had been using the open G string, which we will continue to do. And in this one, let's look at using the notes of G mixolydian on all of the open strings, or each of the 5 strings besides the G string. We hadn't done that in the past. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to look at the G mixolydian mode, ascending and descending, traversing the whole board on each string, with the exclusion of the G string because we're going to use that as a drone. Here we go. Here is G mixolydian on the high E string. Here it is on the B string. We're going to skip the G string. Here it is on the D string. The A string. And the low E string. So let's experiment with some melodies played on each one of those strings along with the open G string. So in that example, and it gets a little tricky when you do that bend, because you want the sound of the bend, but you don't want to push the B string into the G string and stop the G string from ringing. So you have to be careful about that. Same thing here. So if we play a melody on the B string, obviously we can't bend up. We would stop the G string right away. So here's an example of a melody on the B string played along with the G string. So here, so that's kind of fun. You can pull down and you don't have to worry about muting the open G string or stopping it from ringing. All right, now if we go to the D string, we can't pull it down because now, same idea, we'd bang it into the G string and it would stop ringing. So you would push up. So here's an example of a melody played on the D string along with the G string. So I let's do the same thing on the A string. So as you can see here, I can pull down as long as I don't pull down too much. So if I do a... Those half-step bends worked out well. Finally, let's play a melody on the low E string along with our G string. So there you can see I'm putting in as many of those little half-step bends as I can, because it gives me more variety in my melody and it won't interrupt the open G string, open drone string from ringing.